Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'll be doing what if Naruto's like Itachi part 2. Remember, the reason why this is coming out one after the other is mainly because yesterday I didn't get to do an hour what if, which is my whole goal. So I'm trying to make this one an hour. The other one was 20 something, so all I need is I'm doing math. Let's get into the video. So we see Naruto, Hana, Kiba's sister, Hana, and not Himari, fuck, Hinabi. Now, I've decided to change a few stuff. Everyone there is one age older, but Hinabi and Hinata would still be in the academy like normal, cause they need them in there. And because it's gonna be very odd and just weird for them not to be in the academy, because it wouldn't make sense. Because this is Itachi, I can make an Naruto out of there. And Hana is just a prodigy, and she was born before Kiba. She was born 1 year before Kiba, so she's a prodigy too, and she got bumped up classes. So yeah. So we see Naruto dodging both Hinabi and Hinata and Hana with ease. Naruto hasn't changed up his look. He still has the high collar Uchiha shirt with the Uzumaki symbol. The high collar shirt with the Uzumaki symbol on the back with the Uchiha symbol on his left shoulder. He still has his gray short pants with bandages to his knee to his ankle. He still has the arm guards on his hand, which we can see in the picture. You can see that Naruto has guards on his hand. Yeah, he still has those on his hand. He still has his straight Shikoto on his back, and he's still wearing his black shinobi shoes. So nothing Naruto's really changed. But the people that have changed is Hinata, Hinabi, and Hinabi, and Hana. There's the clothes that change. Hana, Hana is just wearing a long sleeve navy blue shirt with the Uzumakis on each of her shoulders, with a black boot pants with bandages on her ankles with black shinobi shoes. Hinata also has a dark blue long sleeve shirt, navy blue long sleeve shirt with the Uzumaki symbol on each shoulder, but she has something different. Her belly is wrapped with a buzanki. I think it is a buzankai. The Japanese word is buzankai. I don't know what it is. Remember that thing that Sakura had on her belly in Naruto the last? That thing that was on her belly and on her ninja gear. That thing was on her belly. Yeah, Hinata has that, exposing her big breast for her age. She's also wearing a long sleeve boot pants with bandages at the ankle. Hinabi is wearing a short sleeve shirt with the same bunkai thing on her belly, showing her well-developed breasts at her age, just like Hinata, with black boot style pants with bandages wrapped around her ankle with black shinobi shoes. So everything's the same. With them. Hinabi has the same outfit, but hers is just a gray and it's just a short sleeve. She still has the Uzumaki symbols on her clothes, so it doesn't really matter. Naruto asked them if they had worked on their techniques already. Hana said that she has worked on the shadow clone and she's mastered it, so she can make 2 clones of herself, so she can do 2 beast mimicries. Hinata says she has her imperfect twin lion fist, twin lion lightning fist. Imperfect, like I said. And Hinabi said she does have her twin dragon fire fist. She's working on that. So, like, yeah. The reason I added Hinabi into the shit because, okay, I've been reading some fanfics where Naruto is a little bit, where Hinabi's a little bit older, and she interests me like a lot. That's the main reason I put her into the ship. She started to interest me. So, like, yeah. Naruto told them to come back tomorrow for training, and they all gave him a kiss on the cheek, which Naruto didn't understand, but they gave him a kiss on the cheek anyways. Then they left in a body flickering. Naruto went back to his house. He was on his he went to take a bath and get fresh clothes, which also puts on civilian clothes. He's wearing a white shirt with a black jacket with black pants with his necklace out. So he was not wearing his ninja gear, because at this time Naruto would be a genin. And the reason why Hinata and Hinabi are not going up a grade is because the going up a grade has been banned mainly because wartime is not happening now, so people doesn't need to step up grades anymore, or they don't need to, so they don't have to. So the Hokage decides that he banned it, and yeah, like everybody's staring in the grade now. But the people in the academy know that Hinata and Hinabi are way skilled for their age. Even being Hyuga and being skilled, they are way ahead of everyone. But like the Hokage said, they still have to be in the same classes. Naruto went to the head Uchiha, the head Uchiha's house, which is Fugaku Uchiha's house. Knocked on the door and Itachi came. Naruto took off his shoes and went to the house and sat on the dining table. This is where Makoto brings Naruto a bowl of rice with some gravy on it, with some fish on the side, and a cup of green tea. Naruto thanks him for the food and starts to eat. Naruto could cook. He could cook better than Makoto, which Makoto knows and is pretty ashamed of. But hey, Naruto loves her cooking, not because it's great or it's like tastes good. It's that he can feel the love that she puts in his food for him, so he actually licks the food no matter what. Naruto ate the food and said it was delicious, and he saw Sasuke running in the room, which Sasuke is just like 1 year younger than Naruto. So like, yeah, so Sasuke is only 1 year younger than Naruto. So Sasuke saw Naruto and he kind of glared at him, but Naruto didn't really care. But he asked Naruto anyways, "Are you stronger than elder brother Itachi?" Naruto pondered this for a minute. It was no secret that Naruto was a prodigy, beyond prodigies. He had way more chakra than Itachi. He didn't have much battle strength, but he could battle experience. Nor did he have enough experience to say anything about it. Naruto is a genin. He's only been going on C to B rank missions. So Itachi has been going on SA, and above, or double S rank missions. Naruto's nowhere near that, but Naruto can keep his Sharingan open more than Itachi. Has a better sensory ability. He could use more jutsu than Itachi could, and Itachi and his Sharingan are on par with each other. Because of by this time Naruto had already unlocked his 2 Tomoe and his 3 Tomoe, so Naruto will be goated. So Naruto would say, it's really iffy, Sasuke. The only leg up he has on me is mainly because he has more battle experience and he has more experience in general. I became a Genin just about a month ago. He's been a Genin for years, for at least 2 to 3 years now. And he's an Ambu, so I don't think I can compete with that. But I can keep my Sharingan on longer, do more jutsu, and kind of fight better than him. So I would give us a tie, but he may beat me. Depends on how he goes about it. Sasuke understands and nods his head. So can you teach me, Naruto? Well, I could, but I don't think Fugaku would want that. At this point, Naruto noticed Fugaku looking at him. Fugaku was not. He was up in the ceiling. He was standing on the roof with his chakra. And then Naruto pulled up his head and met eyes with Fugaku. At this point, hell, Fugaku doesn't really have a good relationship. Naruto also had a strange chakra. His chakra was a midnight blue color, but it had white sparkles in it, almost looking like galaxy. But it wasn't. It was just normal chakra, but it was just different and color different. But it showed his mere density of his chakra. But anyways, Naruto looked up at Fugaku, activating his 3 Tomoe Sharingan, looking dead in his eyes, seeing if Fugaku would dare put him under a Genjutsu. At this, Fugaku did. Then we see Naruto emerge in a sea of blood. Well, emerge out of a sea of blood. It was just a sea of blood, where the sky was red and the moon was red. Naruto didn't look phased at all. Naruto stood up on the chakra and said, Genjutsu, override. At this point, Naruto opened his Sharingan. And then his Sharingan started to spin and morph into a Mangekyo Sharingan. Now that's flashback. We go on a mission. Naruto and his teammates, which was Hana and a random Genin, was on a mission. They were on Kanabi Bridge. The Kanabi Bridge. They were betrayed by the stone was supposed to give them information. Instead, they tried to kill them. Naruto was able to save Hana, but wasn't able to save his only friend that he actually gave the fuck about in the academy. Izuba. Damn it. Izuba. Naruto had already awakened his Shitomoe at this point. Then his eyes, when he recognized that Izuba died, his 3 Tomoe Sharingan started to morph into his Mangekyo Sharingan. And a sprinkle of blood came out of Naruto's eyes. And then he said one word popped in his head. Amaterasu. And he burnt the stone ninjas to cinders using Amaterasu. Fugaku was shocked to see the Mangekyo Sharingan in a no less than 5-year-old kid, 6 to 5 years old kid, no, 8-year-old kid. He was truly shocked. Naruto was a true prodigy, genius. Damn, he could have what might as well be a Mangekyo, be the strongest Uchiha. Now by this time, Itachi does have his Mangekyo Sharingan, so you know who died already. Like, Naruto knows Shisui's died, and that reawakens his Mangekyo Sharingan. And that's the reason why he can use it still. And he wouldn't have the drawbacks of the Mangekyo Sharingan, but I'm still gonna give him the Eternal. Don't worry how I do it. So he has that design without the circle. He has that design. That's on the screen. So then, when Fugaku's Genjutsu override, Fugaku was suddenly on a cross with dozens of Naruto's appearing in front of him. Naruto said, Sugayomi. Naruto then started to stab Fugaku with his Shikoto, stabbing Fugaku about 40 times until Fugaku, Fugaku finally passed out, and Fugaku dropped from the ceiling. Naruto got out of his Genjutsu with a trickle of blood out of Naruto's eye came out. Blood came out of Naruto's eye, and he caught Fugaku moving in a blur, catching Fugaku Bardo style. Just imagine that scene, like Naruto just like catching Fugaku, an 8-year-old Naruto catching Fugaku Bardo style. Anyways, Sasuke asked what Naruto did to his father. Naruto told him that he put his father under a Genjutsu with his Mangekyo Sharingan. And these words, Itachi and Mikoto was surprised. They looked at Naruto. Mikoto also had a Mangekyo Sharingan, mainly because of Kushina. When she died, when she was given the news that Kushina died, she gained her Mangekyo Sharingan. Itachi gained his Mangekyo Sharingan from seeing Shisui die. So same thing happened there. Naruto left. Naruto ate the food. Waited until Fugaku got up, looked at Fugaku one last time, and left the room. Now we time skip. Naruto had just finished up training with Hinata, Hinabi, and Hana. But then Naruto got a bad feeling and he told him to go home. Then Naruto rushed over to the Uchiha compound. He saw blood and people all over the ground, but he didn't care. He remembered giving the... Naruto knew what this was, but he wanted to say his last goodbyes to someone. Naruto rushed to the main Uchiha, the head Uchiha's house. He bust in the door and saw Itachi was just about to kill Mikoto. Before Itachi could, Naruto showed the kunai and told him to wait. Naruto knelt in front of Mikoto and started to talk. I know you might feel like I betrayed you. I know you don't know how hard it is to allow this, but damn it, Fugaku. Why you had to... Why did you have to... Why do you have to be so stubborn? Mikoto. No. Auntie. I'll always miss you, no matter what. I regret every single day. I regret everything I did to this day. But I always miss you. I always remember you. I promise. Mikoto rubbed Naruto's head. Lifted up his hair a little bit of the bangs that was covering his forehead. And kissed him on his forehead. He said, Naruto, don't beat yourself up about it. I know. She then covered her hands with her eyes, and then said, Karini. Then Naruto's eyes appeared in Mikoto's hand. Then when Mikoto moved her hand from her eyes was missing. She then took out a jar and then placed their eyes with a liquid in the jar, placed Naruto's eyes in them, and gave them to Naruto. And Naruto asked, Makoto, Auntie, what did you do? Naruto then realized his Mangekyo Sharingan is changing. His eyes started to burn like hell. But he held it in. Makoto said, "This is my last present for you, Naruto." And kissed Naruto on his head. And this is when Itachi sliced off and peeled their hearts with his sword. Itachi was also crying out between this. Naruto got up and showed Itachi a pill medicine bottle. Naruto told Itachi, "I knew about well, you don't know about it yet, but you are catching a sickness. It's called the G sickness. It takes out all the G's before they die, before they reach their prime. It's a cruel sickness." Okay, I need to stop joking. Anyways, it's a sickness, right? Let me get back in it. Let me get back into it. It killed Goku too. No, sorry. Anyways. Okay. So you've been catching a sickness. It will slowly kill you. Naruto handed Itachi, swapped out Itachi's Mangekyo Sharingan and places his Mangekyo Sharingan in Itachi's eyes, making Itachi's Sharingan morph into Sasuke's Sharingan. That Sasuke Mangekyo Sharingan of his own. I don't want to create a new Mangekyo Sharingan for Itachi, so I'm just gonna give him Sasuke's. So like, yeah. Naruto gave him the pill bottle and told Itachi to take one now and every day. In a year, your sickness will be completely healed. Naruto walked out, seeing Sasuke, but not ever saying anything towards him. Naruto had blood on his face, but he didn't care. But Sasuke saw that he was distressed and tears were still flowing out of Naruto's eyes. Naruto's eyes were Sharingan, so he thought that Naruto was in a genjutsu. Then when he went into the house, he did see he saw Makoto and Fugaku dead, and Itachi still talked to Sasuke. Itachi's eyes were burning at this point, and Sasuke actually saw that Itachi was crying, but he forgot about it. He's gonna forget about it, but he's gonna remember it later on in the series. Anyways, so Itachi still did his thing to Sasuke and left. Now we time skip. We see a person in a fox mask with Ambu chest plate, with Ambu leg shin guard armor, right? With Ambu leg shin guard armor. Then we see with the armor things he had on his hand, with what's it called now? With the gray pants, with the Uzumaki symbol on the side of his pants. He had a kanji for captain on his back, big and bold. It was surrounded by a circle. But anyways, and the kanji was written in red. Konoha has changed. The ninja attire has changed too. And ninja Chunin has gained light green Jonin jackets. The Jonin have gotten dark green, a very dark shade of green Jonin jackets. And the special Jonin has gotten darker than the Jonin jacket, and has a red sash for the kanji of special. Over these years, Naruto has also been technically training Iruka. Iruka was always nice to Naruto, even in the academy, even when Naruto was a kid. Iruka was always nice to Naruto. So Naruto gave him some jutsu, and over time, Iruka became a special Jonin. So Iruka goes on missions sometimes, so he's not always at the academy, but he is at the academy sometimes. But this in particular day, Iruka is not is there. Naruto then appeared in his attire with his cat mask on. No, it was fox mask on. Appeared in the room with Hana. Hana was actually in her Jonin, her special Jonin attire, wearing the dark green dress and the sash. Well, she didn't need to change her clothes because she was already wearing something similar to the undergarments of the under. Yeah, you understand what I'm talking about. When Kiba saw his sister appear in the room, he was surprised. He didn't know his sister was gonna come here. Not like he cared about her in any way. Anyways, Naruto stood in front of the students. The students asked who was Naruto, but Naruto didn't ask them. He gave a scroll to Iruka. He told him the Hokage has a mission for you. Has a mission for you. He told me to take over the class until you come back. Iruka nodded his head and laughed in a body flicker. Naruto then spoke up. I'll be your instructor for the next 15 hours. Any questions? One person raised their hand. Naruto pointed at them and said yes. This was Hinata Hyuga. Hinata Hyuga got out a receipt and went to Naruto. She pulled the bottom half of Naruto's clip-off mask, so it was made for him to eat food. The bottom half of his mask and kissed Naruto on the lips. Naruto said, if it wasn't me, I would feel bad. Hinata chuckled at this. Hana then said, no, I thought we agreed. We weren't gonna hog Naruto while he's working, because it would be unfair, right? Hinata cowered back a little bit and blushed and said she's sorry. She said, no matters. And she kissed Naruto too. Naruto still didn't flinch. Hinabi said, no. You're leaving me out of this. Hinata then got up from her seat and jumped towards Naruto. Naruto opened his hands to catch her, and Naruto did catch her. And Hinabi kissed Naruto. When no one knows it was Naruto, the only problem that could probably realize it was Naruto would be Sasuke. But Sasuke wasn't really paying attention. Wasn't really paying attention. So Naruto's Mangekyo Sharingan looks like the Mangekyo Sharingan that's on the screen. So yeah. Naruto tells them to do whatever, and they go out for sparring. So Naruto asks them who wants to spar with him to get this over with. Sasuke then smirks with a cockily smirks. I said me. Sasuke then told Naruto to remove his mask. I said Naruto's name. Naruto said there was no point in hiding it. You can actually really tell it's me since of my hair color. It's a dead giveaway. Naruto then took off his mask, and all the girls instantly blushed. They all said Naruto looks like Sasuke a little bit. Naruto then activated his Sharingan. No, they said, is that Sasuke's brother or something? It's been how many years, Sasuke? 3, 4, 5 years that you fought me, and you never won once. Sasuke said, no matter, Naruto, I'm gonna beat you this time. Naruto sighed. Sasuke then ran towards Naruto. Naruto just blocked him with his sword easily. Sasuke flipped behind Naruto, but Naruto just flipped behind him at the same time when Sasuke was going to swipe with a kunai. Naruto started dodged easily, not even grazing his skin. Sasuke said, Fire style, fireball jutsu. Naruto said fireball, fireball jutsu. And you can see the pure difference between their powers. Naruto's flame was a different color, which I explained, with his violet and crimson flames. So like yeah, I already explained when it came to Naruto. So his flames were already that way. Naruto would Naruto would block and bury Sasuke, block and parry Sasuke. Damn. Anyways, Sasuke would activate his Wantamoi Sharingan and try to put Naruto under Genjutsu, but Naruto would put him under Genjutsu. After you put him under a Koto Natsuka, no, he would put him under Tsugayomi. Naruto would torture him for days, making him relive the clan's massacre. Days and days at an end, just in a second. And just like that, Sasuke went to sleep, or knocked himself out. Naruto then made Sasuke bite him, and a green aura came around Sasuke. Naruto's wound where Naruto got bit healed back instantly. Sasuke woke up and saw Naruto. Naruto then picked up his hand and threw him on the ground. No, flipped him over his back and threw him on the ground. He put his foot on Sasuke's face and held his hand straight. I told Sasuke, you lose. I then got off of Sasuke. But that's why I'm gonna end off this video, guys. I would just like you to make some decisions. Do you want to see Naruto go? Do you want to see Naruto's tuning exams or not? If you want me to go into Naruto's tuning exams, just comment down below. And I'm watching some new anime, so I get my new suggestions. See ya, guys.